Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle a card from the Prisma Visions Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on... It's going to take me a minute to stop saying that because I'm actually deleting my TikTok account, so never mind about that. But before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. In general, I am feeling that there is a dark energy here, and I feel like there's also something significant about the relationships in your life, and also something significant about your foundation, your stability, your security. We have the Ace of Pentacles, so someone here has an opportunity being presented to them. Or there could be many opportunities that are being presented to you. I feel called to say, like, think about your options and imagine that they're all behind different doors. Like, you know, idea 1 behind door 1, idea 2 behind door 2. And think about your options in that way and what door you would imagine is glowing with magic. What door would you imagine would look exactly like this? There's something like definitely magical about this energy here. I feel like in terms of your opportunities, you're being called to move towards the light, to freedom. I'm feeling something here about liberty. The Statue of Liberty or New York could be significant. This opportunity in your life, it can be mental, like it could be about your thoughts, your feelings, something emotional, or about your physical reality. Something, I mean, of course there's an opportunity being manifested here in your physical reality, regardless if it's emotional, but there's definitely something spiritual. I feel like there's a spiritual opportunity here, a spiritual door, which honestly kind of makes sense because of the pentacle right here. The pentagram could be significant for someone for whatever reason. Only take it if it resonates. But this door, this glowing door, this opportunity that just exudes whatever the word is, light. I saw 3, 2, 1. There's definitely, this door is being illuminated for a reason. And actually, it's interesting because in this deck of cards, first off, it's one of my favorites, but there's a card in there called the Illumination card. And I thought that was interesting because for me, I've been developing this message coming from the Sun card about something being illuminated. Give me 1 second. This cat went out of my room. I think I was talking about illumination and the sun. You need to follow, you have a lot of options, but you need to follow the options that are being illuminated to you. Pay attention to the options of, like, whenever, like, you see more signs and synchronicities, whenever the universe and your spirit guides become more vocal, pay attention to what opportunity you're being presented with, if that makes sense. I am going to go ahead and move on to getting a couple of cards from this deck of cards that I made, that I got from a bigger box of cards that I have. We're gonna look deeper into this. There's, I don't know if I already said it, but there's like a lot of mystery in this opportunity. Obviously for me, because this isn't a one-on-one reading, but the opportunity itself feels mysterious. I feel like you're really being called to follow the mystery or follow the lore, whatever that means. Okay, so this says it's time to get recharged and re-inspired. This is definitely making me think of the Ace of Wands. So I feel like there's something here about your spiritual, creative energy being activated. There's some power here that's lying dormant. I feel that you're really being called to tap into. I'm also thinking of the Four of Swords. You definitely need to be focused on rest and allowing yourself to process something that you need to find closure or acceptance for. I also felt something else, but I forgot what it was. Maybe what you're really being called to do, like, don't make any rash decisions, is definitely a message that I feel is coming through. It's definitely time to really, really, really slow things down. Think things through. You know, find the still so your intuition and your inner voice can become much more loud, and being able to see what opportunities are being illuminated. Being able to see the magic in these doorways. There's definitely something here about following the magic, and I'm really, really thinking of the Magician card, which really confirms to me that there's something here about really taking your power back. And I feel like you need to heal to be able to do that. You need to see yourself for who you truly are in both your light and dark aspects, which that makes sense because the reading that I just recorded, something here about black and white is coming through. I think you need to, maybe there's something here about seeing things less of a black and white kind of way. Kind of like TV and like transforming your perspective into a way that's more colored, if that makes sense. I feel like that can resonate in different ways for people, but there's definitely something really interesting here about light and dark energy. And I just saw 333, allow yourself to grow and to find balance. I almost wanted to, or I was thinking of the Two of Pentacles, which is really interesting because the Two of Pentacles comes after the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe you're being held back from these so-called magical opportunities. I think it's because you don't see them. Because there's like a hyperfixation almost, or some sort of focus on loss. There's something that you really, really need to allow yourself to grieve. It doesn't have to be about death. It could just be about anything that you lost that you're grieving over. I feel like something specific that's coming through that you need to allow yourself to grieve over is your childhood. Really, really reconnecting with the younger version of yourself and reparenting yourself and being there for yourself in the way that you wish that your parents or whoever raised you were. There could definitely be something here about being the change that you wish to see. And honestly, that Four of Swords resting type of energy that I'm feeling feels a lot more, now that I think about it, like the Hermit. Like there's just a general need to rest and to not carry responsibilities that are not your own. Someone might need to hear that you are not responsible for someone else's happiness. The only person that you're responsible for making happy is you. The only person you're responsible for finding peace for is yourself. So definitely put your peace first, and these magical opportunities will become more obvious to you. There's definitely something here about your intuition becoming louder and making these magical opportunities more obvious. as well. I'm definitely feeling someone here who may feel a little lost or confused. And the universe and your spirit guides want you to know that they are there for you to help you find a sense of meaning, purpose, and direction in your life. So definitely don't be afraid to communicate with them and to ask them for support and to help you keep your faith not only in yourself but also in the world and what's possible and in the universe. So your next card, or your last card, is trust that things will get easier. Focus on moving forward. It's interesting because exposure, that's a message that came through in one of my readings recently. You may have seen it, you may have not, but either way, there's something here about like the more that you do something, the easier it will get. So I feel like there's a specific thing coming for. The more that you stand up for yourself and the more that you use your voice, the easier that it will get. Just allow the universe and your spirit guides to help you find the answers that you need to find closure with things that you can't control. Definitely trust that everything happens for a reason. And I really think that trusting that is going to make moving forward a lot easier. I feel something here about don't allow yourself to stay stuck or to stay still. I'm getting like an ebb and flow kind of energy. Just really knowing when you need to pull back and to focus on yourself and to, recharge and get re-inspired. There could be something here that you feel bored with, or maybe some sort of passion that you have that you don't even have interest in doing because of how long it might take. I'm feeling something here again about your creative, spiritual, powerful energy. Your creative energy, your creativity. You need to figure out a way, if you don't have one already, to express yourself, to get how you truly feel out, whether it's talking to another person, journaling, playing an instrument. That could be very significant for someone. There's something creative here that might help you express yourself. Maybe there's some sort of talent or gift that you have that really allows you to express yourself, that allows you to express things that you feel that might be too difficult to put into words. I think you need to tell your younger self that it's okay to speak up, to say something, to care, to be bothered, to want better. Yeah, there's a lot of healing here that needs to be done around your inner child. Shadow work feels very, very significant, especially if you feel called to be a light worker in some way. You have to do shadow work first. You have to understand both the light and the dark and how they work together. So maybe there's some really interesting spiritual wisdom or information that the universe, your spirit guides, that your ancestors really, really want to pass on to you, but they can only do that if you're willing to hear the messages, to see the signs, to see the synchronicities. There's something definitely about allowing yourself to trust yourself and to listen to and follow your own inner voice. Trust who you say you are, not who others tell you you are. But also be open to criticism, because I think it's possible for someone else to know you better than you. I don't know. Some people could find that offensive, but I think it's kind of, I'm just going to be honest, it's kind of like know-it-all-ish to assume that. I don't know. I'm going through my own things right now. I just saw 122, and the universe just wants to let us know to be the change that you wish to see. That's all that you have to do. And just focus on your own happiness. And that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. I'm getting a little bit lost in my words. But if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it definitely makes a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you around.